Hi, my name is Renille and welcome to my kitchen. I am so excited about this challenge. I've been following all the ladies online and everyone has been doing such an awesome job submitting those delicious recipes, and I just had to get mine in. So what I will be doing for you today is I'm going to be doing an oven roasted chicken that's going to be smothered in mushrooms and onions. That's going to be cooked up in a creamy sauce that's going to be featuring the star of the show, of course, Philly cream cheese. Right over here I have some portobello mushrooms. And this is about 1.5 pounds worth that I chopped up. I have in my pot a 1/4 cup of oil, olive oil of course, and I have 3 tablespoons of butter. And what I'm going to do is we're going to get the oil nice and hot. I'm going to add the mushrooms to it. I have also 2 medium onions that I chopped up, and I just chopped them real coarse, nothing fancy about them. And we're going to put those both in the pot together with a pinch of salt, and then just let it do its thing for about 10 minutes. Stir it every now and then, keep your fire on medium heat, and then we'll go from there, and I'll show you how this delicious sauce is going to come together. The butter's hot, so all we're going to do is going to go ahead and add those mushrooms in there. I love mushrooms. Now, while I've got this doing its thing, we have to have some veggies on the side, of course. We're going to serve this up with some white rice, just some regular white rice, and some sauteed zucchini and squash. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I cut those up so I have those set to the side. That way I don't have to mess with them later. Look at how delicious that's looking already. That's yummy. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour right to this, just like that. Just mix it in. Then we're going to add 2 cups of milk. All right. And give that a nice mix. This is going to be so delicious, I promise you. I was so excited when this competition came about because this is actually not something that I came up with right when I heard about the competition. I've actually made this for my family before and they loved it. So I was like, why not share it? I'm going to cut my fire back up on high. And then I'm going to add 8 ounces of the star, Philly cream cheese. What we're going to do is we're just going to let this steam, and the heat from the pan melt our Philly cream cheese right into this sauce, and then we'll season it up. You see how this is thickening up as the cream cheese is melting? Can you imagine how that's going to taste when it sticks to that delicious chicken? Speaking of the chicken, you might be wondering, where is the chicken? I like to make the sauce ahead of time so that when I go to put the chicken over it, because it is cooked with the chicken, that I don't have my chicken sitting out forever. So we're going to go ahead and add to this. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this chicken bouillon cube. I like lots of flavor. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of garlic. I cheated. I bought it already chopped. I didn't chop it myself. I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Okay, I'm going to give that a nice little stir. See how it's thickening up? You want to make sure, because this has milk and cheese in it, that you keep stirring. And when you stir, you scrape from the bottom because it will stick to the pan. Okay, into the pool we're going to also add 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. How simple is that? That's your sauce. Now tell me that doesn't look delicious. I don't know about you, but I love a cream sauce. And how great it is that cream cheese can pull it all together. Thank you, Philly. Okay, this sauce has been working for another 10 minutes. Our cream cheese is all the way melted out. Look at how delicious it is. It's popping. It's delicious. Trust me, I tried it and I know it's delicious. Could eat it just like that over some pasta. Delicious, but we're not going to. We're going to take this and we're going to put it to the side, and I'm going to show you how we work that chicken. Well, now we're going to get our chicken. I have had my chicken marinating in a quarter cup of olive oil, a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I have 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of paprika. I love paprika on chicken. And a little bit of black pepper, and that's about it. Rubbed it in and put it down for 30 minutes. Okay, got the chicken. Now here in my pan I have some olive oil that's hot and ready to go. What I'm going to basically do, I'm just going to sear it on both sides so that when it's cooking, the juices will lock right into the chicken. And then we're going to put it in the oven and finish roasting. Now be careful, because it is hot. We're not trying to fry it until it's brown or anything like that. We're just getting the inside and just have a little bit of sear on it so that those juices can lock in. I'm going to do all of them like that. And what I have here is 2 chickens cut all the way in half. I don't chop it up or anything. I just cleaned it and put it that way. When I'm finished cooking it, it's got all that nice juiciness in it, and it's already cooked and settled. Then I'll cut it up and shear it out to it. Just like that is good. Nothing special. And I'm going to put it on the sheet pan, and we're going to put that sauce lathered over the top and stick it in the oven. But before we do that, we got to finish up the chicken. Well, that's about done. So I'm going to cut my fire off and get this last piece of bad boy out. And he broke, but that's okay. He's going to still be good. Or she. I guess the chicken is a she, right? Well, she's still going to be good. Okay. Move this out of the way. This is going to be covered with aluminum foil. I don't have any parchment paper, and I don't want the foil to come off on my chicken, so I'm just going to take some cooking spray and spray the side that's going to be touching my chicken. That's about that. And then what I'm going to do is this delicious sauce here is going to be just simply poured on top of the chicken. Look at that. That's going to be yummy. That's one of the reasons why I also browned it on the stove, because it's going to be covered throughout the whole cooking process. And because it's going to be covered throughout the whole cooking process, the chicken won't have any time to get, you know, a nice little color on it. And I don't like my chicken like that. I like a little bit of color on there. So we're just going to spread that over there. Wrap it up with the aluminum foil. It's going to go in a preheated 375-degree oven for 35 to 40 minutes. And then check it. Your oven temperatures might be different from mine, so you want to check it at that 35-minute mark. Probably be done, but check it again. And that is it. I'm going to go ahead, take a break, get my rice going, get my vegetables going, so you can see how that meal plates up real. The aroma is just beautiful. Look at that. One of the things that'd be great for garnishing it is a little bit of scallion. You don't want to do too much, so I have two scallions here, and I'm just gonna finely chop it up real good here. Just take the scallion. This is just how I serve it. Drop that scallion right over that bad boy, just like that. If you can take a look at how juicy that chicken is, it's not dry, it's not overcooked. Such a simple recipe, such an easy recipe that packs a big punch. And it's all thanks to Philly cream cheese. Let me taste this up. I always go for the gravy first on the rice. That's just me. Well, let's try that chicken. Try the recipe. It's excellent. And it's all been made possible by Philly cream cheese.